Yo, what up, family? What's going down? It's your brother Google. Now you see R.A.M., man. You watching R.A.M. BOOGIE'S. 432 Cubs on the move. You on the way to Harlem. You already know. About to go pay some more respects. We're still doing a celebration of Dr. Ben. So we're going uptown to the National Black Theater, 125th and 5th Ave. Come through, link up. You know, spread love, show love. You already know that's what it is. Black love is gift for Black Nation, so let's get it. Stay tuned. Just another moment in time with brother and Google, man. I guess you could say this is part 2 from yesterday, but nonetheless, just a moment in time. Keep it live, keep it G. Right here, you already know. Already know more BGTV, baby. Peace. Which is Hutu Wapo and Black Power. Once again, to all the friends and family out there, you already know this is R.A.M. BGTV, baby. Where we keeps it G. Once again, man, it's Harlem, nigga. We out here. Feel me? 125th. That's what it is, you dig? There she is. She's always with me. But we out here, man. Like I said, we about to go pay that homage, man. Dr. Ben, your works, your legacy shall live on. You already know. Bumbo clouds. Cheese on peas bread.
Is that all on there?
Nah, he didn't. Nah, he's not on there. Nah, hell no. I wouldn't let no Batiman on my camera. No, sorry. But anyway, like I said, we out here. About to go lock some arms, man. Gotta link up, show love, spread love. This is what we do, man. It's Harlem. Stay tuned. Hutu Wapo. Black Power. Harlem. How you doing, family? Peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Harlem world. What's up, fellas? Please, please. Man, just imagine when we take all this shit back over, family. But we can't do it without black love. We can't do it without that unification everybody talks about. You feel me? Just go back in time, like I said before, man. All of this, man, is all in our hands. Our control, our energies, our resources. We ran this shit. But, hey, it is what it is. And it will be that way until, like I always say, we change our value systems. Once we start valuing the things that deserve values and our energy and input, then we will start to rise, family. You feel me? Not hard, man. Simple math, man. Simple math. Yes, sir, glad he said what's up. Hey, doggy. Juice spot. Nah, up the block. Stay tuned. That's the spot. Right there.
Sure.
Oh, Miss Tara.
Yes.
We in Harlem. What up?
Nothing. I'm chilling. Just enjoying my day. You know, it's not so often I get to chill with my baby. Just enjoying the scene, the sight, just being in Harlem.
Yo. National Black Theater, right across the street. We're still waiting for folks to set up. Like I said, we here to pay some more homage, man. Dr. Ben, you already know. Waiting for couple of my out-of-town comrades to show up, wherever the hell they may be. And we gonna do the damn thing, man. Stay tuned. You already know this is R&M or BG TV. Peace and black power, what it is. This is your brother Nguvo. Now you see R&M. You tune into another episode of that good old R&M or BG TV. As you can see, we at the National Black Theater, 125th and 5th Ave, Harlem. Who am I looking at in front of me? This be some of them representatives of that good old QC RBG crew. State your name, who you be, where you from.
Rocker Hayru Parker, originally from Far Rockaway, Queens. Came home to see my brother today and pay homage to Dr. Ben here at the National Black Theater.
You already know.
Straight from the QC, RBGs, represent QC, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Salisbury, North Carolina. Columbia Metro in South Carolina also. That's why I rep, and that's why we're here, to represent all the people down there who are going through this struggle, just like you all. This is my Queen Misty right here.
Black Power.
You already know.
The Sister McKenna Bradley.
Black Power.
Thanks.
The newest
QC.
member of the QC RBG.
Bang!
Brother.
Twin right there. That's little twin brother right there.
My little brother Oquan Juice.
Oh, dude. What up, man? Like, I really don't got no real major questions, man. Y'all talk to me, man. What's on y'all mind, man? Y'all in New York. What's poppin'? This Harlem.
The Mecca of Black consciousness. As you already know, came here to pay homage and show reverence to the net of Dr. Ben, our Baba, bringing us back this knowledge, you know what I'm saying, so we can defeat white supremacy every day, all day. And that's why I'm here. And also to lock arms finally with my brother here in Nguvu Nayusi, R&M TV.
Bang. Now, dig it. How can I say this? I'm out yesterday, right? You already know I was out yesterday. We was out yesterday, right? Follow me. You know where I'm about to go. The ultimate disrespect. Tell me what... I'm not going to say it. You tell me what you heard. Put them on. Tell me...
I ain't heard the whole thing.
All right. I'll do it then. Okay, long story short, right? We over there dealing with the ISUBK nuts, right? I'm going to call them just like that because that's what it is. I don't hold no cut cards. They some nut cases. And in the midst of their disrespect, because, they trying to win the crowd, right? What do? They go and literally call the man, the ancestor, the netter, as you just said, a false prophet, a fake false prophet who out here twisting up folks, yada, yada, yada. I kid you not. I have no reason to lie. So, my thing is this. Okay, you have your views, you have your stance that you stand on. All right, cool. But don't be disrespectful to the point where you might get washed. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I felt the tone of the people.
Indeed.
I felt the tone. I'm right there in the middle of everybody. They wanted to cross that line.
Because they want to make us, all who follow Dr. Ben's work, to seem like we some nutbags according to their doctrine, which is bullshit, and it's just self-hate, man. That's it. You hating on our Baba, everybody Baba, let's get it straight, just because he's bringing the correct knowledge to the people, and it's too accurate for you to argue with it.
Facts.
But you don't even have to keep on talking about them because they fucking clowns.
That's true.
At the end of the day.
I just wanted to throw it out there because it's so recent. He just transitioned. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He just transitioned. You couldn't wait. You wait till after the man is gone to start trying to throw shade. You know what I call that? I'm not gonna use the word, but you can already imagine you feel what I'm saying?
You already know.
But at the end of the day, we gonna pay that reverence, we gonna pay that homage, because that's what a true student does. You feel what I'm saying? We don't spit in the faces of those who came before us. You feel what I'm saying? We pay homage.
That's one of the 42 laws.
Well, that's the thing though. They wouldn't know about my app because they only got 10 laws. They got 10. Add the other 32, sweetheart. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, we out here. This is Harlem. Right across the way right there. I don't know if y'all can see. That's Mount Morris Park, man. What they trying to name Mount Morris, but we know it as Marcus Garvey Park.
Indeed.
You feel what I'm saying? That's Marcus Garvey Park right there. So with that being said, as this weather heats up, we gonna start cleaning up that hood. We gonna get that crack up out of there, man. Because white folks trying to take this shit all over again, man. Gentrification is on the rise.
Indeed.
I don't care where you at, what hood, this one, that one. It's they try, like, put it this way. Applebee's, this shit wasn't here a couple years ago.
No.
Down the block, you go with what's that joint? They got a Joe's Crab Shack, they got a Red Lobster. This stuff, who's it for? Who's it for? Who was it for?
You already know.
Who's it for?
When I was coming up, I stayed in Harlem on 112 and St. Nick.
Right there.
135th and 5th Avenue. None of that shit was there.
This is why, like I said, man, when we at the division, matter of fact, this is right here. We also have Bi-monthly meetings right here, 432 UNIA. We be right here, 4 o'clock every second Sunday at 4 p.m. But once we reclaim this, man, once we reclaim Marcus Garvey Park, it's literally a big power move to the powers that be, letting them know, damn it, we still here.
That's right.
We still here.
Nowhere.
You feel what I'm saying? You can't say Harlem and not mention Marcus Garvey.
Exactly.
You can't say Harlem and not mention Malcolm. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, this is why we always say, man, boots on the ground, get off that damn computer, hit the hood.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Not about it, shut up.
And to
Simple as
all
that.
my people out here in Google, always in the streets. Believe that.
How you doing? But anyway, man, we out here, man. Like I said, man, come through if you got the time. Hey, damn it, I'm talking. But we out here, man. Y'all stay tuned. This is RNMRBG TV, man. You already know. Hutuapo and let's bang. RNMRBG TV here once again. You're on break time right now, so just walking around, you know?
Make sure you get that straight black pride t-shirt, straight black pride. We straight, we black, and we got pride, man. This is what it's all about.
How you doing, sister?
Straight black pride. We got only a few more t-shirts left. I think we got like another 10 left. Male and female. We got the t-shirts right now available. Only $20. Make sure you get that t-shirt. Professor Paul got his table over here. Mr. Deacon got his table over here. Alma had one of them. Also, we got my man, Tyler Kunsey got his table. We got an Earth Resident. We got Black and Nobel in the building. And I told him to go around. Over here, we got Sister Adio with the raw dessert. We got Unique wiring over here. We got Copper Mike in the building making some great hats over there. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Hey, how you doing, sister? You all right? Good to see you. Also, we got Sister Amani. Make sure you support Sister Amani. Sister Majida and Brother John at the table. They got my table holding it down with my book. My new book is out. Make sure you get my new book. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. I'm out there and I got another book coming out for children's health book, and I got a relationship book coming out also. How to read people's birthdays and their names. Figure out if you can deal with them or not. Or you should leave them after all. I'm simple as that. It saved my life many times, believe me. Also on the outside. Come on, right there. There's a picture right there.
No hope for a ride.
All right, get ready to come on back in. We got a few more moments. Don't worry, we all right. We still got some time. Yeah, we got like 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes.
Once again, fam, you already know it's RNMRBG TV. And Gouverneur, you see here, you already know. We still here at the National Black Theater, 125th and 5th Ave, Harlem. Yo, the vibes that's going through my mind and my body right now, you all will never understand. And for those who do, you know what I'm talking about. For those who was able to make it here today, you know what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? The energy. Energy don't die, man. Energy transfers. You feel me? And that's exactly what's taking place right now, man. Baba, he did not die. He transferred. His energy transferred. And not for nothing, it's coming back to those who are really serious about this work. That's who the energy is coming back to. So with that being said, we're going to carry the mission on. We're going to keep banging. You feel me? But nonetheless, like I said, family, we paying homage, man, to those that came before us, man. And this is one of our greatest that has ever come before us, before the people. But nobody here in America, in the West at all, will be saying a goddamn thing at all about Africa had it not been for the works of Dr. Ben. And I need to pay homage, man. And that's real talk. So everybody else out there wearing an ankh and all that other stuff, man, know the reason why that you wearing it. Know the person who brought that information, that science back to you, and pay homage. That's why we here. You feel me? So we out here, man. Hopefully I can get a couple more folks I can talk to or whatever. But hey, this is RNMRBG TV, man. Feet on the ground, man. We out here, baby. You feel what I'm saying? Black love, always remember, is a cure for the black nation. So let's get it. Keep it locked, keep it G. This is RNMRBG TV, baby. Hutuapo and Black Power. Like I said, man, this is R&M RBG TV in Google. Now you see R&M. I'm standing here with the OG from Baba. This is Baba right here, man. Baba TV. Holla at the people, man. What's going on your mind, brother?
Oh, man, I'm just glad that I was able to participate in this wonderful commemoration, celebration for our Grandmaster teacher, Dr. Ben.
That's right.
Whoever missed it, like you were saying,
you out of luck.
You out of luck.
Shit out of luck. Real talk.
All the master teachers, particularly Ankh, Homage, all our elders, man, they really touched.
That's right.
Touched the brother.
That's right. Like I really don't even, personally, I really can't find the words in English or any other damn language for that matter to really express how I'm feeling right now. Like, the vibe is just that real. And then once again, if you ain't here, you're shit out of luck. So enjoy the footage and wish that you was here, because it's that talk. Sankofa. Alright, man, once again, this is R&M RBG TV. I'm live here with Shaka Almost, man, the one and only. That's right, RBG, Red, Black, and Green, Revolution, but yeah.
RBG, I'm RBG all day.
That's right, Garvey lives, you already know.
I didn't see, if I would have known I was going to be, I would have bought my RBG stuff. Like, I keep, come on.
Visuals are good, but as long as it's in the vein, that's all that matters, my brother.
That's what's
Listen,
good. All in my veins.
For those who were not here, talk to them. Real quick.
Oh, this coming to the light. Let's get some light, man. Let's get some light, real talk.
All right.
You heard? For real.
For those who was not here, what did they miss? What should they have? What did they miss nonetheless? That's the easiest question I can ask. What did they miss, man?
Well, let me just say first of all, Uncle Jasaneb, that means life, prosperity, and health. To the RBG family out there, to our black family out there, because our ancestor Garvey would not have limited to just those of us who are repping red, black, and green.
Facts.
He only limited to one color, black, period.
Facts. And
that's what's good. So, but the flag is established, and then that red and that green is in there. And I rep that. That's in my heart, it's in my veins, it's in my blood. And yeah, I will, if you're gonna live for it, that's fine too, but you gotta be willing to die for it.
Facts.
Ain't no flag means nothing until you're willing to die for it.
Yes,
so, and that's just what it is, and live for it. So, as far as today is concerned, what occurred here today at the National Black Theater in Harlem, which is where we are, we in the Black Mecca of the world. I like these Black Mecca. What the hell with Mecca?
Right.
We in the Black Abydos of the world. See, Abydos was our holy city prior to, well, Mecca was never our holy city.
That's right.
Abydos.
I hope y'all heard
Abydos.
that.
Abtu, in the Kemetic language, Abtu was our, and then they also call, there's a few names for it, but in any event, we're here in Harlem, and we, in the African tradition, sending a loved one off is a process. When you're sending a great loved one off, it's really a process. It's not that Christian thing where you have the little wake and the funeral and then you say that. It's not. We spending time saying goodbye to those great cars, those great spirits that made themselves great in our midst.
Facts.
And one such spirit is Dr. Yosef Ben Yakin, and Dr. Ben, who made his transition, to use the term he would like. Dr. Ben is westing. West. In ancient Kemet, when someone passed away, in ancient Kemet, they said they went to the west.
Sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
They went to the west.
That's right.
And so Dr. Ben is westing. Not only is he westing, right? Not only is Dr. Ben westing, he's westing. I gotta say it so it was heard. Not only is Dr. Ben westing, right? He's westing in peace. He's westing in Hetep.
That's right.
That's what Dr. Ben is doing right now. He's resting in Hetep. He's resting in peace.
That's right.
So, what we're doing here today is we are bringing the process to a close.
That's right.
Two things are happening simultaneously. We are bringing the process of our farewell to him to a close. But we are beginning an even longer process of celebrating his values, celebrating his mandate, his mission, which became our mission.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That includes the brother in front of the camera. That includes the brother behind the camera. Turn that camera around so they can see who is on.
And go vote now. You see R&M. What up?
You feel me? That's what it is. So that's what's going on here today. It's the beginning and an end. Both, it's an end and a beginning. Both things must always take place simultaneously because they are opposite ends of the same spectrum. That's why we know death is not what this white man tells us it is.
Facts.
Anytime there's an end, there must be a beginning. When your mother's pregnancy was over, what happened? That was the beginning of your life out here.
Beginning of your life, that's right.
Right? So anytime there's an end, there is a beginning. So when the life ends here, on this transition, what's going to happen? It's going to be a beginning for something else.
There it is.
And when that ends, it will be a beginning for something else.
That's what they mean by eternity, everlasting.
Eternity, everlasting.
That's right.
It keeps going. You keep going. You don't stop. You don't never stop. You understand?
That's
right. And so that's what's going on here today. We are celebrating Dr. Ben's eternity, his final farewell, and the beginning of us acknowledging and accepting and celebrating his mandate, which has been transmissioned to us. This is what's called intergenerational transmission. And it has been a sacred thing. We are all part of this Wimi Mehesu, this renaissance, this Kemetic, Nubian, Tarseti renaissance. It's an African black renaissance. And they can't stop it.
That's right.
Now Valley movement all day. Dr. Ben is at the birth of that.
It is.
Sarah Sutton showed pictures of himself with Dr. Ben. He showed pictures with his uncle with Dr. Ben. The only reason I didn't have a PowerPoint actually prepared to say farewell to Dr. Ben was because I was not told I was going to speak, as usual. So I ran home during the break and I just threw something together. I just grabbed my PowerPoint and said whatever I got in there, that's what I'm going to give. Because I know whatever it was that I had in my PowerPoints, I knew that it was going to be relevant to something that Dr. Ben wanted the people to know. And that's all he cared about.
Right.
In fact, Dr. Ben would not want you celebrating him. How often did you hear Dr. Ben talk about Dr. Ben in his lectures?
Facts. He always talked about the work.
He talked about the work.
That's it, man.
And in tradition of that, I personally believe that that's the way we need to move. It's my brother's prerogative to do what he did. Our general said it because he is our general. Make no mistakes about it. Whether you RBG, Nile Valley Movement, New Covenant too. Because Polite is also a general. Whether you Nile Valley Movement, New Covenant, all of us.
In this suit.
All of us. And whoever's rocking at the helm of RBG, it's another one of our generals.
That's right.
We might have different umbrellas, but it's one family. RBG is Nile Valley Movement all motherfucking day long.
And don't
make no mistake about that shit.
Don't get it twisted.
Real talk. In fact, when you see the RBG shout out in the next music video, in fact, probably in damn near every music video from this point on, when you see it, know that when I come home, I'm coming home.
There it is.
And that includes BPC, Black Power Cartel.
There it is.
That's home. Any one of these names I just named, if you need to go home, just get up in one of them and you're going to be all right.
There it is.
And if you need to float back and forth between all, that's fine too, because you bottom line is you home.
There it is.
You feel me? We all Dr. Ben's babies. We Dr. Clark's babies. Straight up and down.
If you want to scream their names,
babies.
if you want to scream their names, you better pay homage, man. And that's what we did.
And that's real. That's real. For those of you out there screaming Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark, whatever, you ain't here showing homage and then you come to the funeral. Just make your presence be felt. To let the world know this man touched you and moved you.
Facts.
And you can't shout out Dr. Ben without shouting out Garvey.
Facts.
Because he was a Garveyite.
Say that one more time, because folks
You
don't believe it when I
cannot
say
shout
that.
out Dr. Ben without shouting out Marcus Garvey. But I'm going to take it even further. You can't shout out Marcus Garvey without shouting out Booker T. Washington.
Facts. 1881.
And that's real talk.
Facts.
People don't understand how connected we are. I keep
Facts.
telling people. When I see on Facebook and they say African Americans versus Africans or Africans don't lie. Oh, you sound so stupid.
I laugh at that too myself.
Do you know how stupid you sound? Yeah. Every female member in my family has an African husband from the continent. So what you're saying about Africans and African Americans, I don't even use the term African American.
That's propaganda.
I don't use the term African American. I use the term American African. That's math. Remember I told you everything is math? You see, these hyphenated terms they give us are fractions. When you say Chinese American, Chinese is the numerator, American is the denominator.
Facts.
When you say German American, German is the numerator, American is the denominator. So what's the common denominator between a Chinese American and a German American? They're American. We can't place our faction that way because we didn't come here under the same circumstances they came here under. We were kidnapped and brought here. which means you want to keep the American, I got no problem with that, but you got to get your faction right. It's American African. I'm an American African, he's a Jamaican African, he's a Haitian African, he's a Peruvian African, she's an Australian African, she's an Indian African. We are Africans, that's our common denominator. So get the faction right, because it's all numbers. You feel me? So that's what we're doing here today. We're letting our minds breathe, we're letting our spirits breathe in the name and in the car of Saber Ware, that means great teacher, our great teacher, Dr. Joseph Ben Yakinen, Dr. Ben. We genuinely miss him. Yes, we are genuinely hurting. It's genuine, it's real, and we ain't ashamed of that shit. That's right. It hurts. I felt Seti when he got on stage and said, I didn't know if I could do this. Yeah. I didn't know if I could do it. Yeah. I'm like, and to be quite honest, that's why I left the weight, because I was not going to let people see where, you know, the kind of condition that I would have been in had I stood in the front and started speaking. Right. So I want them to see strength all the time. And there can be strength in vulnerability to a time, but there's always strength in truth. Yes. And if your truth is tears, then let the people see the tears. That'll be genuine. Because sometimes they got to be moved like that. I'll never forget a speech, a fiery speech that Tupac was giving. And the tears started running down his face, but he didn't give a fuck, and I respect that. You feel me? He was crying while he was talking, but he was talking. And he was no less of a man because there was tears in his eyes, or tears running down his face. You feel me? Right. We got to stop with these fake-ass definitions of manhood that we get from crackers. It's propaganda. You feel? It's all propaganda. Everything that comes out of a white man's mouth is propaganda. I didn't say some things, I didn't say most things. I said everything. Even when he's talking good about you, even when he's trying to be your friend, it's still propaganda. Because he's probably just trying to be your friend so he can get close to your sister or your wife's sister or somebody else. He always has an ulterior motive. How do you think we got here? Real talk. Real talk. How do you think we got here? They came with that friend up stuff. So, man. You know, we all here, Anka Kek, the God Killer, spoke. Sarah Sitten Seti was last. And I was sandwiched in between two of my great brothers. And I just felt honored to be a part of it. We had the elders, Dr. Linda Jeffries, his wife, Dr. Rosalind Jeffries, who I just went on a museum trip with not too long ago, and of course my favorite uncle, Professor James Smalls. So these are people I grew up around from knee high, literally. Literally. In fact, the children of my family, sometimes we wouldn't even talk to my mother because we'd be mad at her because she spent more time with them than she did with us. And that's real. That's real talk. Oh, man. That's real. So I'm just honored to be sitting here with my brother. I'm honored to be sitting here talking to the RBG family. Yo, it's this one brother, I think he's in Texas. I don't know his name, but he dark-skinned and he rep RBG hard. Shout out to my big homie, Alik Africa. That's who it is. Yo, I love that black brother. Cracker smacker. That's my motherfucking dude. That's the big homie right there. That's my man. Hey, yo, the tool, like when I need to get amped, like if I'm like this home and I need to like, okay, I've been out of sorts for a minute and I need to get calibrated, I either watch Shetty or I watch him. Or I watch them both. The black cracker smacker. Both of them two right there, they just get me like, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I got my fix. Who won it? Yeah. I'm good. Real talk. Yeah. They calibrate me. Yeah. And I like to think we do that for each other. Yeah. I like to think that sometimes Shetty might need to take a break and be like, yo, go ahead, Shaka, get that. You know, I can take a break and be like, yo, Ali, yo, handle that, whatever. You know what I mean? Because we all got different things we got to do. Facts. Including you, you know what I mean? Yo, handle that, because we all got different things we got to do. Facts. Like right now, I'm working on a tribute for Dr. Ben, but this tribute, ain't nobody ever going to forget it. In fact, every video I do is a tribute to Dr. Ben, but this is a specific tribute to my Saber, to somebody who I spent a lot of time with. I mean, bro, when you look on my, what you call it, the iPod, right? Yeah. You look on my iPod, what you see? Mm-hmm. My head leaning on Dr. Ben. I see it. So when Seti was saying what he said, he was right about people not going to see Dr. Ben. Yeah. But I ain't one of them people. Yeah. I was up there often. And in fact, this picture right here was taken with Reverend Minister Clemson Brown. If you don't know who Clemson Brown is, you're not as inducted into this thing as you think. See, you can always test somebody's induction when they know who's who. Now, if you don't know who Minister Clemson Brown is, all that shit y'all seeing on YouTube, them films y'all seeing with Dr. Ben giving lectures, and John Henry Clark giving lectures, and John G. Jackson giving lectures, all of them joints that you're seeing, that was filmed by Minister Clemson Brown. TAP, Transatlantic Production. Yep. And that's who I was with when I was visiting Dr. Ben, because he interviewed me for 5 hours in his home. Minister Clemson Brown, he about to put that up too. So we about to get out of here. They're closing up, they're locking up. I want to give a real Nile Valley movement shout out to the whole RBG family, because that's our family. Y'all all, if you RBG, you automatically Nile Valley movement. You ain't got to apply for no membership, nothing. Once we see that RBG thrown up, you in there, and that's what it is.
That's what it
Nile
is.
Valley movement too. That family right there.
What's up, my brother?
What's good? He never be.
We out of here.
A long time ago, I said, I like to talk to you.
This has been your brother and Google. Now you see RANM. Y'all been tuning in to RANM RBG TV, family. Peace. Black power, and always remember that black love is a cure for the black nation, so let's get it. Last but not least, you see my wife. She's tired. We had a long day. You feel me? We just left the commemoration of the celebration for Baba Ben. Talk to me, babe. What's on your mind, man?
I don't even know where to start, to be honest. I just feel like it was a great experience. You know, you felt the spirits, you know, everybody's spirits was literally like on the same level, one accord and everything. Just being there to witness, you know, this is history.
Facts.
You know, I can't even explain how many, everybody that was there, that was speaking, you know, but it felt wonderful. You know, even though I'm tired, on the inside, I'm still like bubbly. Like, I just want to tell everybody, like, guess what I saw and look what, you know, they said. It was just a wonderful feeling, and it felt like one big family. You know, to see the people that we watch on YouTube, you know, their lectures and everything, and to see them like not on a screen, like face to face, and get to shake their hands.
It's a totally different vibe,
you know,
right? Yeah.
It's a total different vibe. You know. And they didn't just want to shake your hand. They wanted to hug you, embrace you, you know. You don't get that from your random celebrities.
You barely get that from your real family sometimes.
Right. You barely get that from your family, you know. Like, it was just a wonderful experience. And if you missed it, I feel bad for you.
Facts. Because you already know, once the video goes up on YouTube, it's going to be, you know, a little edit there, yada, 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 yada. So, like she just said, if you ain't get that raw and uncut, you ain't going to get the proper feel. Real talk.
Shout out to Rock and Misty, y'all.
QCRBG's.
Oh, my goodness. It was a pleasure finally meeting them.
Facts.
They are so humble, their spirits. I love Misty, like, that's my sister, like, oh my goodness. It's crazy, like, it was just a wonderful experience.
Facts.
You know, like I said, I really I can't go into details. It's, like, you had to be there to feel what I felt, you know. It was wonderful, you know.
Facts, man. But, hey, man, it is what it is, man. But in the meantime, between time, I appreciate y'all for walking with me, man. You already know, man. This is your brother in Google. Now you see RANM. That's the queen, Lady T, Miss Tara. You feel me? And we are here, man. We always on that move, man. 432. I thought you knew, man. Garvey Cubs roaming. You feel me? We about to say goodnight to Harlem. We about to say goodnight to Queens. Back to the island we go. Keep banging this work the way we bang, man. But you already know, family. Black love is the cure for the black nation. So let's get it. You can't escape it. Think smart, speak smart, walk smarter. Let that marinate. But until the next time, Hutu Apo, which is peace and black power.